Right. Why the fuck, dude? Jesus. All right, now why isn't the camera on? All right. Now, why in God's name? Oh shit. What's up, everybody? How the fuck are you doing? Oh shit. All right. So we did it. We fucking did it. Am I live on all these places? Look, I don't really know the fuck I'm doing. You understand? And so now I believe I'm streaming live on Pump, X, and YouTube. Let's make sure that's working. Yeah, I am. All right. So this is just, we're going to fuck around with this today. I'm going to copy link real quick, put it in the chat. Probably better to get. Okay. All right, for now, that's going to be okay. That's what we're doing. Let's see. We're making sure that this is shit's okay. That's okay. We got anybody over here? We got some people over here. That's cool. Now we got to get this over here so I can see the chat. Okay. Now let's go over here. Some people are like, why wouldn't you figure this out before you went live? Well, what fun is that, dude? All right. So what's going on, everybody? How the fuck are you doing? Welcome. Welcome to the show. We are back here. All right. So as it stands right now, we're live on YouTube, we're live on X, and we're live on Pump Fun. And it's more fun on Pump Fun. But if you're not going to go there and buy the Devin token, the streamer token connected to the ReCoop, and the scripted show that we're making called Devin, about a drunk meme coin dev, couldn't be me. Then just hang out wherever you want to hang out. You can hang out on YouTube, you can hang out on Twitter, but we're right here, we're right now, and we're everywhere. I figured it out. I didn't figure it out. I just tried. It didn't take much to figure it out. But yeah. So what's going on today? What the fuck is going on today? So by the way, real quick, I'm doing a giveaway on X. So follow me at Coop_Daniels on X. You understand? And then find the giveaway and like it and retweet it. And potentially comment, always be Devin. I'm giving away Devin. And if you are new to what I've been working on over on Pump Fun, because you're now, oh, wait, he's on fucking X. That's cool. The Devin token is certainly a meme coin about a character that I've created. Fine. But it is also, it's going to be directly linked to the success of the scripted show that I'm working on. All right. So that's pretty good. So yeah, we got a bunch of different accounts, some bot accounts, trying to get you to go to a Telegram on Pump right now. I have filled. I'm going to be using Banker. I don't know if you guys know Banker on Base, but it also supports Sol. It supports Solana. And I'll be using Banker to facilitate that giveaway. Shout out to fucking Banker. It's, I think, the best thing on Base. And as a Base airdrop seems to be more and more inevitable, seems to me that you'd want to be a Banker Club member. They just gave away, what, Avantis? Is that what it was? And Syndicate or something, some shit. So they're giving free money to Banker Club holders or members. So if you need a referral for that, I would love it if you would use my referral, because it would pump me up the leaderboard and potentially get me more rewards. And who doesn't want me to have more fucking rewards? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, follow me on X, like and subscribe on YouTube, buy Devin on Pump Fun. What are we doing? You got a lot of favors to do me right now. You got a lot of places to go. You got a lot of fucking shit to do. So right now in our lives, we are we're watching the crypto market go down a little bit as the stock market goes up. Somebody, I think the account is Ted Pillows. Let's look at it. Let's go to X real quick. Let's get out of my DMs though. He's gotten pretty bearish. Let's go back to the stream and we'll share this. So this post looked a little creepy. So he drew some lines, and the trajectory of this is the S&P 500. This is what, 1929. It hit the top of this little channel here, and then we had the Great Depression. And then this is all the way to 2008, apparently. And then we had what we had in 2008. And here we are in the Lord's year of 2025. Take it all with a grain of salt, folks. It's interesting, though. I mean, it's at least somewhat interesting. I mean, this is the dude's face, so I don't know. I don't really pay attention to this guy. I've seen him around. Here he is. The DXY is bouncing back from its support level. Historically, DXA going up has been bearish for risk on assets like crypto. Okay, dude. Like now he's just, so you're short. Is basically what he's saying is he's short. I mean, we just had a massive collapse in the DXY. And then it bounced. Let's actually, we have that queued up, don't we? Right here. So 97.6, 97.60. That is not that. It's been much higher in the last months for sure. It's still down on the month, on the 6 month. It's still down 10% on the year, down 20% all time. So this is not the indicator that he's trying to get you to think it is. So there's that. Oh, I'm not even on there. Dumb fuck. Hopefully you could have heard me, but here I am. Remember me? All right, so let's go to let's get off of Twitter and that stupid fucking account. Let's just look at the okay, so what do we got here? The FCC chair, Ted Cruz. Teddy Cruz. T-Town. Compares FCC chair Carr to mafia boss and Jimmy Kimmel warnings. Republican Senator Ted Cruz of Texas sharply criticized FCC chair Brendan Carr. He says, we can do this the easy way or we can do this the hard way. That's right out of Goodfellas. Okay. Cruz accused Carr of threatening to cancel ABC's broadcast license over Kimmel's remarks about the death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. He says, we can do this. Okay, we already read that. And I got to say, that's right out of Goodfellas. That's right out of a mafioso coming into a bar going, nice bar you have here. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. Cruz noted that he was no fan of Kimmel's and said he is thrilled that he was fired. But let me tell you, if the government gets in the business of saying we don't say what you, the media, have said, we're going to ban you from the airwaves if you don't say what we like, that will end up bad for conservatives. Oh, somebody with some foresight. Like, for real, dude. Okay, so you guys don't think that these people that run the media and Hollywood and everything forever, who right now don't have the exact power that they need to do what they need because they have a foe in Donald Trump. Do you really think that going after and completely and utterly destroying the idea that there is some sort of separation and some semblance of a freedom of speech and all of this shit, if you don't think that people are going to reject that when they start to feel like their privacy is gone and their First Amendment rights are gone, and you don't think that they're going to vote against that, and then when Democrats are in power, they're going to utilize the same shit in a much crazier way. I mean, this is such a dangerous game that we're fucking playing. Of course they'll use it. And people are going to be like, yeah, use it. Because they're sick of what this was. And then we just deteriorate. And then the country is successfully ruined, really. And our enemies won. Because remember, folks, it's not funny. This all is a massive, massive foreign influence campaign to divide us, right? And ruin our country. The only way you can really fight the United States of America without destroying the world and your country and all of your people is to fight a soft war on the inside. China did a good job with fentanyl. That backfired. Trump rightly is going after that drug trafficking trade. But what has been way more successful is, people like China, people like Russia, whoever, that are in here fomenting division on our social media channels, fomenting division and hatred of other, deteriorating our sense of humanity, right? We don't look at people. We got the left celebrating the murder, the assassination, not the left, not everybody on the left. That's obviously not true. We have people on the left that are their minds are so blown that they're celebrating the assassination of a guy with 2 kids and a wife. A guy whose whole thing was conversation. Not good. But, we all have somewhat long memories, right? How people were celebrating the deterioration of the demonization of somebody like Joe Biden, who has had massive tragedies happen to him. His wife, his son, his everything. A drug addict kid. Whatever. Just the dehumanization is very alarming. And that isn't going to be good when these administrations change and the weaponization turns the other way. And then the right who felt like they had arrived, you know what I mean? I have in the past felt like I've arrived, right? I was getting picked up. I was flying first class. I was the lead in a movie. You know what I mean? I played George Lucas. I got flown to France. the Luc Besson. I thought I had arrived, man, and I started acting like a dick. Not really. I've never really been a dick, but I thought that everything was going to happen, and I took my pet. I didn't start acting like a dick. I was actually really good at that. What I did was I took my pedal. Took my foot off the pedal. The point is, they're going to lash out when they feel marginalized again, obviously, and then the left, with all of the levers, is going to feel justified in marginalizing, and then we're going to fight, and it's going to get worse, and it's going to keep on escalating. So good. I mean, at least Ted Cruz, who I'm no fan of, not a fan of Ted Cruz. I have a hard time respecting somebody that lets his wife get talked like that and then to go lick somebody's boots. I think that's I feel like that's kind of pathetic, to be honest. But whatever. He also just seems a bit swarmy and bought and paid for. You know what I mean? Like most of them. That's not a left thing. That's not a right thing. That's just what it is thing. All right. Anyways, MAGA gang is desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them. And okay, whatever. That's the Kimmel said. On the other hand, folks, I mean, look, the FCC guy should not be getting so heavily involved in making these types of threats. And I think that's what Ted Cruz's point is. I get it. And that makes sense. But on the other hand, look, if you are a employee of a company and you're saying shit that the company doesn't like and it is hurting the business, you might get fired. But as the company, firing the person that maybe just made a joke, you might lose viewers. So everybody's in a dicey situation. You got to be like me and have fucking 17 people watching you. Then you don't have to worry about it. You can say whatever the fuck you want. So, I have a lot less to lose. 17 to 12. There used to be more. Well, maybe we'll do this. Maybe we'll just stream on all of them. What are we doing? I'm showing up every day anyways. Let's just stream on all of them. I'll have people on. We can talk. You can pump your things. Let's get deployer. I want to talk banker. All right. So, so we got oil down 1.5%, natural gas down almost 2%. Gold is up. Gold is going to reach 4,000. It just is a matter of when. They're buying they're buying it. Crypto's down. Bitcoin is at 115.5. Okay, we'll look at crypto actually on a different site. Walmart's marketplace boom, how lax vetting came with identity theft, fakes, don't care. Top Amazon reseller pattern opens at 13. You don't even, on Amazon, you don't even have to talk to somebody to get a refund for your thing. And if it's a vitamin, like they sent me the wrong vitamin. It wasn't what I had ordered. It was like a different type of, it was just different than what I ordered and I wanted to return it. They wouldn't let me return it. So they just let me keep it and gave me the money back. They've done it a couple times. They should probably start sending me the right thing so I don't keep on getting free shit. But it just shows you how much fucking money they're making. That's another thing. Look, I believe in free speech. I believe in the Second Amendment. I believe in live and let live. I believe in I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care what you do in your private life. I don't care what you do on the damn street corner. Obviously, if I'm walking with my kids, I don't want to see you fucking a dude in the ass on the corner. I don't want to see you taking a shit in a garbage can. I'd rather that all get cleaned up. But I don't give a fuck what you do. Keep it away from my kids and I could care less what you do. What was my point? I don't know. All I do know is what I do kind of detect these headlines of Elon Musk being a trillionaire and shit like Chamath or Chamath or whatever the fuck, Kamala Papalopoulos, whatever the fuck that dude's name is, Shamith, the SPAC scammer, the him being like correcting Bernie Sanders on his lingo about the way he talks. It wasn't given to Elon, it was earned, his $2 trillion potential income. Do we want this country to survive? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Do you want this country to survive? Because if the answer is yes, at some point, the culture war that they're dividing us with, people are going to wake the fuck up. And they're going to be like, I don't give a fuck if they have an abortion. I don't give a fuck if they fuck each other in the ass on a mountaintop and ceremony and get married. I don't care. What the hell do I give a shit what anybody does? I don't care if Ricky fucking chops off his dick and becomes Rachel. I don't give a shit. Let her do it. Maybe we can get Ricky Rachel to host a late night show for Jimmy Kimmel. Everyone's going to be like, I don't give a fuck. Jimmy Kimmel sucks. Fucking Ricky Rachel might as well do it. They're all going to not give a shit anymore about your stupid fucking culture war. They're going to stop listening to the bullshit. Do you understand? What they're going to realize is that they can't provide food for their fucking family, and that fucking there's people living in castles everywhere. There's fucking the 1% owns more than the entire middle class of the United States of America. What is going on? So what do we do? Oh, the fucking old socialists. No, dude. I'm talking about just having a functioning fucking society. And people are fucking hurting everywhere. And if you don't think that it's just about actually keeping this country going, I don't know the solution. All I know is that people are going to get tired of the culture war. I promise you, they're not going to give a shit anymore. They're going to be like, fuck them. And it'll probably happen when the Democrats get back into power, because we know that they're the same. It's just a little bit different. The Democrats, the Republicans, it's all bullshit. It's all the same. So once the boogeyman gets to be a Democrat again, because they're way less convincing. I mean, I guess Obama was pretty convincing, but they're just not as effective these days. And people are really against them at this point. They don't really have any fucking support, but there are people that will probably vote them in because they'll reject the policies of now, especially if the economy continues to deteriorate and the rich just keep on getting richer, because it's going to disenfranchise a lot of people being like, I thought he was going to be different. And so what will happen is when the boogeyman becomes a leftist again, then there's going to be a lot of tumult, because the young people are gone. They don't give a fuck about you anymore. They want something to change. They want a future that they can believe in. And nobody is selling that future that you can believe in. So all I'm saying is that the culture war that they have been fucking pitting us against each other with, I mean, it's just that people are going to be like, let Rick beat Brenda in the swimming match. I don't give a shit. I need to put some fucking food on the table and I want a home. I'm tired of being a renter. That's what's going to happen. Rick is going to be allowed to beat Brenda because nobody's going to give a fuck anymore. And we live in a country of guns, and they'll try to take away our guns, and then the people are going to be like, no, fuck you, bro. So first you deteriorate our humanity, then you impoverish us, and then you have civil war. Unless at some point somebody decides, okay, we got to fix this. And is it fixable? Maybe. Probably somebody independent of foreign influence. Somebody that's like, all right, dude, the jig is up. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to pay such an astronomical amount of taxes after a certain amount of wealth. Like, get it together, folks. Stop fucking cucking for the trillionaires. I mean, we're about to talk about the multi-billionaires. Like, look, it's enough money. How many islands do they have to have sex with little girls? Like, how many islands do they need to own? It's not good to own an island. Only bad things happen when you own an island. Jesus. All of this in the corner of a CNBC fucking screen share. Nobody's watching, is there? I'm doing this. Sometimes I do this. I go on these rants, and then I realize you might as well do this for your wife. Just go fucking tell her this. She doesn't want to hear it. Neither, she doesn't want to hear it either. All right, let's go to the block. This is why I love this shit. This is why I'm into it, even though fucking it's going down and it's, our wealth. These are fucking, oh no, 115,500. Oh no, East at 4,500. Obviously, there's no panic there. But at least this shit, I know it's a bit manipulated and there's a ton of grift and, CZ and Wintermute, all these people, they kind of run the fucking thing in the background. But at least it gives the opportunity of, financial tools of certainly DeFi. And then also Bitcoin gives you an opt out from all of their bullshit. They're trying to co-opt it. They're trying to fucking own it. And, in a large part, some of it is going to be successful, but they were going to have to do that. It has to be resilient to that type of action. It has to be. It always had to be resilient to that for it to survive. So that's why you're here now. It's only 115,000. We had John McAfee saying he'd eat his own dick if it didn't hit 1 million by 2020. So he passed away. So we did not have to watch him eat a penis. I think he pivoted and said he'll have some lady eat it. Doesn't matter. Point is that it's going to, if it is resilient to all of these, all of the co-opting and the quantums and all the fucking shit that are actual threats to it. If it's resilient to that, it's going to go to 1 million and probably much more. So it's a fantastic bet. It's an opt-out bet against the fiat system that is fucking putting a thumb on your little fucking head, being like, fuck you, bitch. Get rich or die trying. All right. Mask token. Nobody gives a fuck. Crypto scammers allegedly tried to bribe ex-employees for account reinstatement. Fuck off. It was very hard for me to get my ex account back when I was wrongfully, I was phished. But it took a long time for me to fix that. I still have an account that is suspended for imitating me when I was trying to have an alternative account. So it'd be cool to get that back. CZ's family office deepens support for Athena Labs. Okay, this is something that fucking they've been telling me that you should own, and I'm just not doing it. And I bet you it's up because now CZ's going to pump it. But let's go to CoinDesk real quick. This man is going to have his G Swen is going to have his lady eat his penis if Bitcoin hits 115,000. I'm mark his words. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to interpret eat your penis. I am not flexible enough to eat my own dick, but in certain definitions, I could sure use a good fucking get my dick eaten. All right. U.S. Treasury takes step in turning Genius Act into stablecoin regulations. What's up, Becker? How are you doing, man? ZSS Becker says, hey, what's up, man? Thanks for showing up. Is that actually the dude? That's not really the dude, is it? No. I was like, what? That's funny, though. Oh, did I just lose it? Where are we at? I just fucked this up. That guy fucking psyop me. Where are we at? I just fucked this up. That guy fucking psyop me. Oh, here we're good. We're good. All right, I gotta turn that off though. Where are we at? I just fucked this up. That guy fucking psyop me. Oh, here we're good. We're good. No, all right, I gotta turn that off though. There we go. Good. Sweet. All right, but let's get back on. Let me get back to fucking restream. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're on the block. We're gonna go to the block. I was going to CoinDesk, wasn't I? This is actually good because I'm not losing the pump stream as much. You sharing and doing this shit on the other software, so that's good. All right, anything on CoinDesk that we need to talk about? Crypto ETF floodgates open with SEC listing standards, but price impact might maybe even. Stellar shit. Arc double down on Soulmate, buys 162. Okay, what are we doing? I've already signed up for your stupid shit. NASDAQ listed sports club owner rebranded from Brera Holdings raised $300 million from UAE based Pulsar Group and ARK Invest to buy Sol tokens. Okay, we're not allowed to do this, and I'll sign up, I guess, the other day, another day. Okay, prices. So Bitcoin over 115 and a half. ETH sitting under 4,500. Volume's low on both. Certainly Bitcoin. We got low volume on Bitcoin. Sol is behind BNB by how much? By a lot. So BNB has definitely broken out a little bit, but it fell back below 1,000. I know it broke over 1,000 recently. It's up 6% on the week. Solana's right there behind it at 237, about $8 billion of a market cap behind him. But Solana's got the volume out of XRP, BNB, and Solana. Doge is number 8 at 26. They've got a DAT. Cardano number 10 at 90 cents. It's been pretty stuck there. That's That's something that I don't understand why that's at number 10. That's ripe to be disrupted, but it's been there for a long time, folks. So who knows? Hyperliquid is everybody's mom's boyfriend. This is your stepdad right here. This is fucking killing it. And you better recognize. And that's at $56. Chainlink's at 12. AVAX up 20% in the last 7 days. Over 30, it's almost $34. So that's pretty epic. They're buying tokens at a discount, doing something. Yeah. So there is Swee's at 366. Hedera, this is something that could fall down. Like, who gives a fuck? Sorry. I mean, who gives a does anybody use it? Like, why do you care? Why do you care? Nobody cares. Get rid of this shit. And I mean, I guess this has been around, but my God. Even AVAX and Cardano, like, oh my God, fuck it. Go away. Where's the real shit? I actually believe in Polkadot. That's up 3% in the last 7 days. It got up to like 377, but certainly gave back those gains. They've capped the supply from to 2.1 billion. So the inflation is going to be way under control. And Gavin Wood is back in charge of Parity, and they're building really cool decentralized tools. And we'll see if they can do it. Can they break into mindshare? Is the big question for me in Polkadot. We'll see. I try to post about them, and I get tops 5 likes. I get it. It's the algo. The algos will not let me fucking talk about it, but, I don't know. I mean, it's not like I have a small fucking Twitter account. Athena's at 30. Well, Athena's down 13%, 4% so it's down to 67 cents. So that news that CZ's office is investing more into that project, it hasn't really done much for it. That was a while ago. pump is still top 50, but it has definitely taken a hit. It's still up 16% on the week, but it's down 10% in the last 24 hours. It's low sevens, ticking back up on the hour. Algorand's outside the top 50. Fell below VeChain and Cosmos. It's at 23.5, down 4.5%, still over $2 billion market cap. So we're getting a correction here in the crypto markets. Hopefully this isn't a sign of what's going to come to the S&P 500 and stuff, because a lot of times these things kind of lead, and there's a dampening of momentum here. We're heading into a weekend. People like to move the prices during the weekend. All right, let me go to, I don't have it queued up. So this is something that I frequently talk about, something I've been on the timeline talking about. Is something that I like. I like the tool a lot. I believe in I think the builder is pretty fucking good, and they're delivering. And I think as there becomes a base airdrop and the base system starts catching a bid, all of that stuff, I think that Banker is a good play on base for sure. It's like community grown, and it's fucking good. It's a good tool. It's up 5% in the last 6 hours. It's up 1% in the day. It's over 60 million market cap. So, this has basically been the range. Devin is barely over 25,000. So, yeah, not a lot of volume. We're going to have to start delivering the show. I'll keep on streaming, and I'll deliver the show. And then maybe we'll catch a bid once there's a show. Unstablecoin is a good pump meme. It's at 32. It's in the low end of the range. It's fallen from their heights. This is about where it's been hanging out. Troll is definitely down from their lofty heights, down to like 114. This is a privacy thing on base, very low. $3.6 million market cap, fully diluted, sub 5 million. Not a lot of volume. Not a lot of buyers, not a lot of sellers. What were the buyers, sellers on Banker? It's just like base doesn't really, there's not a lot of buyers and sellers. I think it's it's a real ecosystem that, it takes actual people to pump these things. There's more sellers than buyers on Banker, but look, these buyers, and we're talking 196 people. Volume at least is over. You're early here. If actual bidding happens, this thing is going to absolutely rocket. And it's on Coinbase, it's on all the major centralized exchanges. But anyways, we'll figure it out. We'll see. This is they gave an airdrop of this. This is, this is actually got the people. It's $1.13. So there's people there trading that. All right. Is there anybody in the chat? All right. Well, let's get off of this. Let's see if there's. We can actually, let's go look at Twitter real quick, just for shits and giggles. This guy says Pump Fun cares about their creators. I personally have seen them publicly and privately support them with resources, collabs, streaming setups, etc. Pump Fun will win. All right, well, can't even get a fucking like, so I don't know. When I opened Zora today, I was shocked. Bankless had launched their creator coin and it was sitting at a mere 300,000 market cap. This is a huge statement for CCM. One of the biggest media brands in crypto has just gone all in, ignoring FUD and haters. This is a watershed moment. Lily Brody wants to know how you actually know when someone's the one. I don't know, Lily. Exactly. This is the type of shit that we're talking about here. This is exactly the type of shit you will see from the left. Okay, he says Jimmy Kimmel wasn't funny. His ratings were in the toilet and his advertisers were revolting. Okay, that makes sense. Also, the belly aching from the left over free speech after the Biden years fools precisely no one. There you go. So, this is what they're going to be saying on the left towards the right. And it'll be the Trump years. And then people are going to get increasingly pissed off. And the PSYOP won't work anymore. And it could get really bad. We just as a people need to make sure it's not against each other, because who gives a fuck about the social issues that they're trying to fucking divide us about? My thesis is that fucking Jake from Mississippi is going to give a fuck if Ricky beats Brenda in a swimming race when everything and when utter poverty and the fact that there's opulence everywhere except for with everybody he knows. I don't think Jake from Mississippi is going to give a fuck if Rick beats Brenda in a fucking swimming race anymore. I just don't think he's going to care. There you go. Some more people cucking for trillionaires. I do. He'd only get 2 trillion if Tesla is very much ahead of the deal. The reason this number seems surprising is that it's surprising that one man could have so much effect, but one man can. Look at what Steve Jobs did for Apple. Look, yeah, Elon Musk has got a lot of effect, but the fact that these fucking people are out there promoting trillionaires is a sign of the end. Defending your ability to have a trillion. I mean, for one, it just makes money sound stupid. $1 trillion. You better be buying these trillionaires. I mean, Elon Musk obviously owns a bunch of Bitcoin and all I think that they're realizing, and that's why BlackRock and everybody is trying to put a lid on it. Because Money's getting stupid. It's getting dumb. And their control over it is going to end. And people, man, it's going bad. I just feel like this is all fucking going so bad. And the only person that can really on the left really kind of connect with people is this dude, Bernie Sanders. And that guy's old as fuck. This dude is just begging for the good old days. That thing already asking for a Birkin bag of money to pay. That's funny as fuck. Tom Lee says that ETH will hit 30,000 to 60,000 this cycle. He knows something. People just fucking lie. All right, folks. I mean, enough of this stream strolling, the scrolling here. All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning into the game. We did it. We streamed on Twitter. We streamed on X, and we streamed on Unit Mention. We got somebody loving the unit. Unit is gone up a lot. If you know Unit, if you watch the show on Pump Fund, you know Wilder. He comes on a lot. He's talking about the Chubb the Chubb NFTs, their little pump group. And Unit's part of it, and they are on it right now. They're moving it. It's moving, baby. All right, folks. Hey, good luck on everything you do. Have a great weekend. I hope you get laid. I hope you get drunk if you want to. I hope that you get to do whatever the fuck you want to do, especially if you're grinding Monday through Friday and life is a fucking constant kick in the dick. I hope on this weekend you get some fucking relief, bro. Hope you have some fucking fun. I hope your investments go up. Hope you watch some football with your buddies. Hope your lady decides to fucking slobber on your cock. Whatever it is that makes you feel happy. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. And if you don't have a lady, I hope you go get a haircut and go buy some good looking clothes. And you do something uncomfortable. If you're chronically online and you don't go out into the world and you wonder why you can't get a girl too, these are the steps. Have a nice day, Ludo. Thank you. These are the steps to successfully finding a girl. Okay? I'm going to give it to you right now. Go outside, get a good haircut. Don't go to Supercuts. Pay $60 or more on your haircut. Get a fucking nice, even if your hair sucks, get a nice looking haircut for the hair that you have. If you have no hair, then just fucking shave it or whatever. It's fine. But you need a good haircut. Regardless of how good your hair looks, you need somebody to like shape it, make it look the best it can in the way that it is. So that takes some money and somebody that actually knows what they're doing. Then, if you don't have somebody with style in your life, if you don't have a woman to take you that actually has some style, or you have a buddy that looks pretty good and has good clothes and stuff like that, then just go very basic, and you have to go get nice clothes that fit you good. You're going to have to spend some fucking money. Like I'm 6'4", pretty good looking, and not fat or anything. I could get in better shape, but so my clothes, it's fine. You know what I mean? I'm good. I also have 4 kids and a wife. It's like, this isn't super important for me right now. But for you, as a person that is chronically online and cannot find a woman, it is important. And especially if you do not have any kind of style sense, like what you do is you have to go somewhere nice. It doesn't have to be crazy. Let's go to fucking Nordstrom's or something. I don't know. But you need to get just get a nice pair of jeans that fit really good. They look good. They make you look like, they're good. They're expensive. Get a good like t-shirt. Simple, just go basic. You go basics, but solid. Spend the money. Don't go to Target and buy the shit that doesn't fit good. You have to go to the nice place, the stuff that fits. Even if you're a fatty, it's fine. Just get the shit that makes you look good, like you have a little bit of money, that you know how to take care of yourself. Okay? So now you have a t-shirt that fits good, even for your fat body. It looks like it's a nice thing. You have jeans that fit you properly. Maybe even ask the people that are there, the gay man that's working there, being like, look, I need clothes that fit good and make me look like I have a little bit of dough. I'm willing to spend some money on this. Even if you don't have a tremendous amount of money, you have to invest in this shit. If you want to find a woman, if you're a chronically online, out of shape, not super attractive dude, you need to have a good haircut and you need to have solid fit. It has to fit your body well. Jeans, t-shirt, hoodie, not hoodie, sweatshirt, whatever it is, wherever you live. Keep it fucking simple. Maybe get a nice little gold chain, that you can keep. You don't put it on the outside. Don't be a dickhead about it, but have it underneath. Oh, he's got a little money. Gold chain, like you can get a nice gold chain. You don't have to buy it from a design. You don't have to buy a designer. Go to a lot of these, like where they sell gold. You can get chains there that are like 24 karat and it's kind of close to the spot price of gold. And, you have an investment on your neck, but that's, if you can't afford that, that's fine. That's like excess. And then you have to get some shoes. Okay. Now you're not buying your shoes from the Nordstrom Rack wall. You're not doing that. Don't do that. You've got to be checking Nike.com and getting the new drop. You got to find but you could just get like a simple pair of like Air Max or whatever. You can keep it fucking simple. 80, $90. You can go for a classic. Doesn't have to be whatever, hyped brand it is. Nikes are fine. But have new, clean looking shoes. Okay, so now you've got the haircut, you got the simple but quality fit. Now you've got to go out in the world. Okay, you've got to do shit where there are women. Of course, there's apps, and you got to get a nice picture of yourself if there's apps. Show, who you really are. You're not going to lie about it, but it shows, make sure you sell yourself. The thing is about looking good when you are not a super attractive guy, but you have nice clothes, you have a nice haircut, you take good care of yourself, is that when that signals to a woman that you can take care of yourself. And then that signal of you can take care of yourself actually signals to them that you could potentially take care of them. And then women in a lot of scenarios, that is what they want. They want that feeling that they'll be taken care of. They're willing to compromise on looks a hell of a lot more than men are willing to compromise on looks. A lot of women will compromise on looks for the feeling that they can be protected and taken care of. Now, don't be a chump and pay for everything and like pay for her rent and, whatever the fuck it is. That's not what you're looking to do. Because then you're an idiot. And then she takes advantage of you, and she takes the money from you, and she goes and fucks fucking Johnny, the fucking fuck boy. So you got to be careful about this stuff. But you got to get out in the world. You can be on the apps, of course, but you go out in the world, maybe do a little fitness. Go to the gym. Start to work out. A little bit. Say hi. Go to say hello to the juice lady. I don't know. This is this is the hard part. But I'm telling you, if you take care of yourself, if you have a good haircut, you have a good fit, and you go out in the world and you're willing to be a little uncomfortable and say hi, don't be creepy, say hi. Eventually, you're going to attract something that you want to take out to a dinner. And then you're going to pay for dinner, of course. And you're going to buy her whatever the hell she wants at that dinner table. Yes, that's what you do. And then, yeah. And the rest is history. Now you got a girlfriend. Somebody says this older, and then you get a sloppy toppy. That's what I'm talking about. See, these guys get it. This older, see, people are watching it on Pump Fun and commenting over here. This older popular guy who lived across from me growing up told me if he had one regret, it was being too selective with women. That sent me into a spiral all my 30s. So there you go. So this guy was like, all right, I'll fuck whatever. Yeah, and also don't be too selective, especially if you're gross. You know what I mean? You got to go out with, got to keep it in the ballpark. But I'm telling you, you can upgrade the level of girl by taking that advice. All right, folks. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I guess I'll be doing this for the most part on all three for a while until we start getting that show. And then we'll do exclusive things just on Pump to keep the vibes high. But I think this daily stream is good to be on all the places. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend, or have